Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Jerry Fastly Fontes, and I'm so excited. Why? Please mute yourself, guys. Because tonight we have an opportunity to have one of the true leaders of not just the network marketing industry, but Super PACs. This lady's phenomenal. I mean, I've heard quite a few speakers in my life, whether it's Tony Robbins or Les Brown, and she's up there to that level right now. She's on a consistent basis, leading by example. And oh my gosh, all I can say is that I feel blessed that I had an opportunity to meet her, and we get a chance tonight to see one of the greatest speakers. Again, I'm going to say that again. I know I've said that a few times, but the fact of the matter is she knows 100% of all the information on how to be successful in Super PACs. She's only been involved in a few months, but she's taken expertise for a few decades and bringing them all together. So without further ado, Nina Mora, please give us a big hand.
Thank you so much, Jerry. You're talking about all this eloquent speaking, and I barely have a voice left. We just touched down from Dallas, and it was an amazing, amazing event. You all, Jonathan Bryant, our national vice president, hosted an event, a celebration for people who hit a specific rank called director. And that doesn't mean anything to you right now, but it will moving forward. And it was an incredible time. I was able to speak yesterday, it was a transformative event that we had. But I am here to share with you on behalf of Willie Morris, on behalf of Jerry, who sends me the most eloquent, beautiful music almost every day, right? Since he's partnered with us here in Super Patch, because they saw a vision. They saw the same vision that I saw just a few months ago. And tonight, if you would allow me, and I know that we have Jonathan Bryant on the line with us as well, if you would allow me, I would like to help paint that vision for you of a drug-free world. And I know that that sounds kind of foreign and like that far in between, right? That's not possible. Our CEO, Jay Dollywall, in 1983, when his mother was diagnosed with MS, and 20 years later, the doctors were practicing on her, he decided that he needed to figure out a better way. Do I have anybody on the line with us right now that cares that much about their mother that they know that there has to be a better way? Right before this call, we got a phone call about our grandmother who was just rushed to the hospital on oxygen. So I want you to think about your family members, the people that you care about. Rudy, could you get excited if I could tell you that there's a drug-free, chemical-free way that we can help everybody in the world, no matter what their age is? And that was exciting to me. I'm a woman, I'm 53 now. I have grandchildren. I've got adult children and an 11-year-old. And in the space that I'm in my life right now, I do realize I'm smart enough to realize that I've got more life behind me than in front of me. Let's keep it real. I've got more life behind me than in front of me. But Alma, what I want with this life that's in front of me is I want to live a quality of life. Is there anybody else that wants a quality of life? I want to help people, Jerry, get their dignity back. I want to help people get their independence back, both physically and financially. Well, I'm going to tell you that I was done with this industry called network marketing. Like many of you that are on this call right now, I said those things. Don't call me about another thing. No, I'm not watching the video. No, I don't want to get on a Zoom call. No, I don't want to speak to your upline. No, I don't want to see an email. No, I don't want to see a comp plan. I said those very same things. But when I flew up to Canada and I met our CEO, Mr. Jay Dollywall, when I heard that he said, hey, I spent 15 years of my life and $25 million of my income, my own money, to find a drug-free way, not just for my mom, but that we could spread the world of healing and wholeness throughout the world. When he told me, Nina, I've studied these 10 reasons why network marketing companies fail, and I built a rock-solid system, and the only thing that's missing is you and me to help give exposure to Super Patch now all around the world. Well, now we're 17 years in, right, of research and development so that we didn't have to do it. $40 million in brand new opportunity for you because we just launched January the 16th of 2020. 2023. Can we type ground floor in the comments? We're not even 3 years old. We're not even old enough to go to preschool yet, but we've already accumulated over $300 million in sales. We're already in over 33 countries. And I don't know about you all, but I am excited about being the first to something, finally. The first to something. Could we imagine how, if any of us had gotten the call to be the first to Amway, the first to Herbalife, the first to Mary Kay, the first to Isogenics, the first to places like Visalis, Avon, Pampered Chef, the first. Well, if we had been the first, or even if Mark Zuckerberg had called us about Facebook when he launched Facebook, right? We wouldn't even be on this Zoom. Well, I got the call and I answered the call a little bit reluctantly, but here we are now. Our team just crossed $505,000 in sales last month in 30 days. Well, we just launched in June. So I think if you hear that, we're not buying volume over here, Rudy. This is real people, real customers using these patches because we're seeing something. And I don't even call them a patch. We've given the patch an upgrade. These are devices because they are FDA registered as a medical device. So I no longer just call this a patch because to me, that's kind of dumbing down what this is. And the benefit of this is that this is a device. And what I'm seeing, Willie, what I'm seeing, Sony, what I'm seeing, Jennifer, what I'm seeing, Brenda and Kurt, I am seeing people walk, talk, think better, sleep better, all because of this device. And we're going to talk more about that in just a moment. But I told you how long we've been in business, right? Which means it's a ground floor opportunity. Our conference is coming up February the 6th and 7th in Las Vegas. And our CEO happened to tell me 2 weeks ago in Mexico, we ain't seen nothing yet. He said, Nina, on February the 7th, what I will be announcing in Las Vegas will do this to the industry. Shh. That's what he said. He said it's going to shut the entire industry up. And so if you give me a moment, I'm going to go ahead and share some information with you all so that we can go ahead and get you out of, I do respect your time. And we want to make sure we get Jonathan Bryant up here as well. This is a quote from our CEO, that he is here to build something generational that will transform the world because anything else is a waste of time. What I want you to know is when you've got companies offering you billions of dollars to buy the rights to your product, they must know something that we don't. And our CEO says that disruptive technology has always changed the world and it always will. Come here, airplane. Come here. See, before airplane, what were we doing? Horse and carriage. Horse and carriage, right? Before there was a cell phone, there was a rotary phone. There was a dial phone. As a matter of fact, before we were using the internet like we're using it right now, guess what, Jerry? There was AOL dial-up. And we had to sit and wait for it to dial up. Well, disruptive technology. Now, every single person that you know, including my 96-year-old grandmother, has a cell phone. We don't even use landlines anymore. So when you've got something disruptive that will change the world, like the future of wellness in this device that we're solving the biggest problems of the world. And when you solve big problems, what happens? You create big opportunities. So let me talk about just a few of the really big global wellness problems. And if you know anyone that's experiencing anything that you see on the screen right now, I just want you to go ahead and type it in the comments. Type their names. Or do you know someone who has high stress? Do you know someone, or maybe it's you, aches and pains? I want you to look right there in the center of that circle. 6 billion people are experiencing poor sleep. So what that says to me, Jerry, what it says to me, Jonathan, is if we chose to only help people who have problems sleeping, we could make $1 million. We could be millionaires just dealing with that one area. But what about the people who have weak immune systems, mood issues, low energy, poor mobility, calorie control issues? What about all of those people? Do you know anyone? Well, here's the current wellness solutions: drugs, over the counter products, surgery, supplements, caffeine, therapy. Matter of fact, I don't know about you all, but you know, the doctors now will tell you, we think you're making it up. They will actually tell people, we think you're making it up. Oh no, we don't see anything wrong with you. Right? Well, all of these other wellness solutions cause you to have a lifestyle change. What about now a device that doesn't cause a lifestyle change? You simply peel, stick, and prosper. You peel, you stick, and prosper. So challenges and risks come with today's wellness solutions. And here are just a few of those challenges. The commitment that's required. You know, Dr. Bramwell broke it down for us yesterday, Jerry. She said most people have to take medicines 3 to 4 times a day, many of them at least twice a day. So what happens is most people don't even take the medicine every day. But then when you add on the fact that they have to take the medicine 2, 3, or 4 times a day, that lessens the amount of time that they're taking the medicines, which means the medicines are never really working for them because they're never going to follow what the doctor has said. So the commitment that's required, safety. How many people do you know are having to lock their medicines up in safes because they're afraid that their children are going to get a hold of them? They're afraid that their loved ones are going to get a hold of all of those pain pills. What about the side effects? What about the contraindications that you got to take one medicine to balance out the other medicine? And you know what else happens, Edward? What happens is you got to make sure that when you take one medicine, you're not growing an elbow out your knee. Anybody know what I'm talking about? How about the high cost of medicine, overdosage, lifestyle change, regulatory compliance, that it's invasive? But here's what we know people really want. They want something that's 100% drug-free, no diet change, no lifestyle change, low cost, non-invasive. They want something that's tested. They want something that everyone in the family can use. Can my baby use it? Can my husband use it? Can my mama use it? Can my grandmom use it? Can my grandfather use it? I need everyone to be able to use that same product. I don't want to have a product that's different in the United States and then a product that's different in the UK. No, our product is the same all across the board. But there wasn't a product on the market that could do all that we wanted it to do. So a new approach was needed. It was time for a breakthrough. And now we have Super Patch, because any sufficiently advanced technology is indistinguishable. And I know you're going to say, Nina, this sounds like magic. But I'm telling you, it's not magic. It's called science. It's called science, right? So we're going to introduce you to Super Patch, 100% drug-free, quick and proven benefits, FDA registered. That is pretty major. More than 1 million happy clients. I told you that's an old screenshot. Now we're over 300 million in sales. You know we've got more than 1 million clients. Incredible clinical results. And guess what? In about 1 more week, our new study done with the University of Arizona, where their athletes have a proven 10% increase in their athletic performance, that will be published on PubMed, along with a lot of our other studies that are already published. Well, when people say, well, Nina, why is there only a 95% positive review? Because not everyone's you cannot satisfy everyone. Not everyone is going to get a result because not everybody wants to get a result. Not everybody believes they're going to get a result. So what is Super Patch? Now, guess what? We don't even have to talk about it. What we're going to do right now is we're going to share a 5-minute video because we want to show you just how simple it is to share this information. You don't have to do any talking. You can let the video do the talking. And that's exactly what we do. Instead of doing the talking, we're not doctors. We're not scientists. We're not nurse. But what we do is we just push play. And I'm going to go ahead and stop this screen share, start another one so we can pull up this video. I want you all to pay attention, take notes if you need to. And we're going to play this video and we'll be right back on screen with you.
On average, it covers about 21 square feet, bigger than a typical door frame. It comprises 15% of your body weight and contains 11 miles of blood vessels. I'm talking about the biggest organ in the human body, your skin. And now, the Super Patch Company is unlocking the superpowers of human skin. Your skin protects you from invaders like germs, helps you regulate your body temperature, and allows you to feel tactile sensations like hot, cold, rough, and soft. In fact, the Nobel Prize was awarded to a couple of doctors who unlocked the secrets of our body's sense of touch and temperature. Imagine you have a tiny team of workers inside your body. When your skin experiences something hot or cold, or something touches your skin, these workers send messages to your brain telling you what's happening. They're called ion channels, and these sensors are the key to a new cutting-edge technology utilized by the Super Patch Company. This elegant and effective technology has gone through clinical studies, and the amazing results have been published in peer-reviewed science journals. And their benefits are game-changing. For example, let's talk about pain. The Freedom Super Patch focuses on pain management. Users of the patch reported a 72% reduction in pain within minutes, and the relief lasts for 24 hours. Here's how this amazing technology works. It's well known that our minds regulate our physiology. The autonomic nervous system and other neural networks, much like computer programs in our mind, control every aspect of our physical lives, from our heart and breathing rates to sleep and pain. But these networks can become dysfunctional or damaged due to factors like illness, stress, injury, or the environment. And when your neural networks stop working optimally, it can affect every aspect of your health. So to utilize these neural pathways, those ion channels, the Super Patch Company has been developing skin stimulation technology for more than 12 years. It's called Haptic Vibrotactile Trigger Technology, or VTT. Each Super Patch contains very fine ridges that stimulate receptors in your skin. Think of them as braille for the brain. And the unique patterns of these ridges help reboot a specific neural program. When these ridges touch the skin, the stimulation starts instantly correcting those neural programs, essentially rewiring your brain. We're talking about life-changing benefits. For example, more than 50 million Americans have sleep disorders. And according to the National Institute of Health, insufficient sleep is estimated to have a negative annual impact on the US economy of more than $400 billion. Studies have shown that people who wear the REM Super Patch for 2 weeks fall asleep 48% faster and get almost 25% more sleep at night. Every year, more than 36 million falls are reported among older Americans, and studies show that balance is the most reliable biomarker for longevity. In other words, if you have good balance and stability, the more likely you are to live longer. Studies on the Liberty Super Patch reveal that it can improve balance and stability by more than 30%. This is all done without drugs, electronic stimulation, or therapies. Most importantly, the patches are safe and easy to use. 100% drug and chemical free. No ingredients or supplements, and there are no contraindications or side effects. It's great to be active. It's even better to be proactive. The Super Patch, backed by research, proven by science.
I get excited every time I see that video all over again, and I hear something new every time I listen to the video as well. You know, what I want to give you is just a few statistics, because what we have to understand is that there are some people that are dealing with some real issues, like when a senior falls. So 1 out of every 4 seniors who falls after the age of 65 will not be with us within 1 year of their fall. Another statistic that I want you to hear is that every 11 seconds, a senior is entering the ER because of a fall. So what if, when we take this one patch, the Liberty patch, we're going to talk about all of the patches, and I'm going to throw this over to our National Vice President, Mr. Jonathan Bryant. What if you could take this one patch? Don't worry about these slides. We just explained all of this in that video. All right. But this is important, that our advisory board is made up of doctors. Now, where do you see that? Where do you ever see that? You don't, right? What if this one patch, when it improves your balance, stability, mobility, and strength and stamina, and puts your body in total homeostasis, which means total balance, what we've just done for you is we've increased your lifespan 4 to 5 years. What if we're adding more life, more years to your life because of this one patch? But then I like to call this one the victory patch, its cousin, because although this one gives you all of those things, balance, stability, stamina, mobility, total homeostasis, victory does a lot of those similar things, but victory has some added benefits like power, agility, especially if you're active, right? I know Jerry has a big testimony on that. So we're going to bring Jerry up before we bring Jonathan so he can give you his testimony. He's actually got 2 amazing testimonies, right? And this patch right here has changed and increased his athletic performance. He told me he feel, and you know what? I'm not even going to tell you. I'm not going to, we're going to bring him up. We're going to bring him up, right? We're going to bring him up. Let me see. Jerry, if you unmute, can you go ahead and tell everybody what's going on with you in reference to this patch right here?
Yes. Okay, guys, again, my name is Jerry. Nickname is Fearless Fast Feet. So I got my feet fast again. I'm a martial artist and also a member of the Rocksteady crew. So between dancing and martial arts, you need energy. Biggest challenge, my knees were not cooperating. So when I got these patches on, first of all, they sounded too good to be true. And oh my gosh, I am literally right now sparring as if it was the 1990s. I'm an 8-time world karate champion, and I know that I will be winning my next one this year coming because of the Super Patch. That's me personally. However, the one that's even more heartfelt for me is my fiance named Little Bit. So Little Bit happens to be epileptic, and that's a hard situation. We have these seizures. So I have a little bit of good news and a little bit of bad news. The great news is that she has gone 20 days with no seizure. That's with no medicine, and that's with no what would be herbs. However, this is the bad news. Living in the Bronx, they made a mistake and left the package downstairs, and they stole the package. So what happened? 3 days ago, we had no more patches, and she caught 3 seizures. So now I'm just waiting for the shipment to come in, because I know 100% guarantee that she will not be having seizures any longer. Yeah. 20 days is impossible. She was also able to do something that was never done before. She fought off 3 seizures just by breathing. So the bottom line is that we know that this works 1,000% unless you don't take it.
Wow. Unless you don't wear it. Thank you. Unless you don't wear it. You heard what he said. Unless you don't wear them. And so, although we don't make any medical claims, we don't even claim to cure diseases or mitigate any diseases. What we're doing is we treat the symptoms. Now, what's going to happen with Little Bits is over time, I'm going to tell you what happens. You heard it in the video. Our patches rewire your brain. So over time, she may not need the patches forever. Unlike medicines that mask the problem, over time, Little Bits is going to continue to get stronger and stronger and stronger. So victory is more for athletic performance, agility, recovery. So that's different from liberty. Recovery and as well as neuropathy. Well, then I like to call this one like the Godfather. Freedom is for pain and mobility, but you need to wear them together. Everybody say together, because if your pain is higher than a level 5, freedom will not work by itself. You need to use them together, pair them together. All right, then let's talk about 2 of my favorite patches. Peace. I call this the peace that passes all understanding. This peace patch not only calms you down from anxiousness and anxiety, this also calms your nerves. And what I believe is that this patch helps the body to receive all of the other patches. So you're going to find that we layer the patches, meaning we start with Liberty, which is our baseline. That is our foundational patch. Everybody needs Liberty patch. And then we layer based on the symptoms that a person has. You don't put the patch on top of each other, but you can wear as many patches as you want because again, there's no side effects, no contraindications, no ingredients, no medicines. You could wear all 13 of them if you want to. You could double them up if you want to. As long as you've got skin and a spot to put them in, you can wear them. All right. Another one of my favorite patches is the Defend patch. Defend is going to help to boost the immune system, but also helps with blood flow. This is major. So why are we having so much success from people that have been immobile? Because we're actually, along with the stability patches, right? Along with giving them power and agility, performance enhancement, stamina, we're actually adding the Defend patch to increase their blood flow. This also helps to promote natural healing and helps you with your allergies. So if you've got skin, you need to be wearing the Defend patch. And we all know that we're going into that snotty nose, right, season. Well, this is a game changer. Do not leave home without it. The Ignite patch. Another one of our favorites. It's going to help you burn 500 calories or up to 500 calories at a resting state, right? Because a lot of people don't even realize it. You can overwork out. And when you overwork out, you actually begin to gain weight when you're overdoing it. Well, this one is going to help you not to overdo it. Do you know anybody that might want to lose some pounds or burn some extra calories? Hello, and not have to do anything for it? All right, we got our Joy patch. It's just what it is. If you've got somebody dealing with grief, if you've got somebody dealing with anxiety, anxiousness, they're depressed, this is the patch for them. We love to put this on our children, especially those that are on the spectrum. We pair this Joy patch with the Focus patch. Ladies who might be going through that change of life, menopause, right? The men with andropause. This is a great combination. But what patch do you think I'm going to go ahead and throw in the mix with these two? Focus, Peace, and Joy, right? We're pulling peace in to a lot of our combinations. Focus is exactly what we said. Focus is going to help you to focus, have mental clarity, but also it's going to help with your memory. Focus helps with your memory, all right, which is why we need the Focus patch. Kick It is going to help us with bad habits. So not just bad habits like caffeine or nicotine. We have a testimony from one of my brand ambassadors who lives in Memphis, Tennessee. Her son was self-medicating. Y'all know what I'm talking about, right? He was self-medicating because of the pain and the anxiety emotionally that he was in. Well, guess what? She snuck this patch on him, y'all. He didn't even know what it was. She just started giving him this along with the Peace patch. And guess who's not self-medicating and smoking anymore? her son is no longer smoking. But if you got somebody, Jerry, that's also on a lot of medication, people that are on a lot of pain pills, they've got to kind of come off of some of that so that their body can receive the more natural way of healing. This is great for people who are on a lot of medications as well. So if you like the snack drawer in the middle of the night, or you sneak into the pantry all the time, this is for you as well, because it's going to help to control your cravings as well as your bad habits. All right. Then we've got the boost patch that's actually on our other page. This one is for natural energy, not the crash of energy. And it's not going to give you a Zoom energy. It's going to give you a clear energy. I want everybody to understand the difference. If you're high energy like me and fast feet, you may take a minute to feel the difference with the boost patch. We're already high energy. You may not feel like you feel the results from boost right away. But what happens is if you take this off, then you feel sluggish and you realize that the boost patch was actually working to keep you clear and focused. All right. We got our REM patch, which REM does not put you to sleep. REM puts you in a better state of sleep so that when you go to sleep, your body goes into that third realm of sleep called REM. REM is where your body heals itself. REM is where fat burning takes place. So if your body doesn't get to the REM state of sleep, it's not healing itself, nor is your body burning fat. And that is another reason why we're waking up groggy and in pain as well. And what do I pair REM with? Peace, right? I guess you got to see that peace is kind of going there. Now, REM is the only patch that you're only going to wear for 12 hours. Every other one of our patches, you will wear them for 24 hours, or honestly, y'all, I wear it till mine fall off. All right. As long as it's not lifting, I don't take it off. And each one of these packages will last you 1 month or more. Some people are saying 4 to 6 weeks, especially because now we have patches, our 2.0 version, which are 40% smaller. And then the last patch that I have not talked about is Lumi, which is for your skin. That's going to help you glow from within, get rid of your expensive collagen, and wear the Lumi patch. And then Rocket, which is for sexual stamina and performance for men and women. All right. So ladies, if you're going through the change of life, you're definitely going to want to use this along with Peace and Ignite. Men, you're going to want to use this with Defend and Victory. Defend and Victory, because Defend's going to help with your blood flow. Victory is going to help with your performance, stamina, agility, power, recovery, and all the rest. All right, so I've given you all I can give you tonight, right? Which I've given you all of your patches. I've given you some history on the company. I've given you the 5-minute video that explains. We've given you some testimonies. And I mean, honestly, ladies and gentlemen, we could be here all night long with the amount of testimonies that we have. But because we respect your time, we want to go ahead and take this on over to our national vice president. I call him our angel. He literally footed this bill for this entire weekend. And guess what? Gave us the red carpet treatment. When God said that he would give us what we needed, he put it in a man named Jonathan Bryant, who literally just got back from Dallas himself today, driving almost 6 hours on the road to make sure that he could be here with you tonight to help you to see the vision. And he's going to talk about the money. So make way for my friend and business partner, Mr. Jonathan Bryant. The floor is yours.
Thank you so much, Nina. I truly appreciate that. Guys, give me some hearts and some love in the chat for the Nina Moore. She just landed in Atlanta, coming back from Dallas, the exact same thing. And she always brings the fire. And just like Fast Feet, Jerry and his energy and his enthusiasm, for her to always be so on point and to have the energy that she has blowing and going is coming from a place of true passion and heartfelt love for what we're doing, changing people's lives one piece of technology at a time. We used to say one patch at a time, but like what Miss Nina said, after this weekend, we cannot downplay what we have here in our hands. more importantly, she said something that I hope truly, truly resonates with you. What if you were the first pioneer in your area, in your market, in your city to talk about this technology? Where would you be in 3 months, 5 months, 6 months? Think, like she said, what if you were the first pioneer in your city for Herbalife? Right? For Mary Kay, where would you be? That is the opportunity that every single one of you have here on this Zoom tonight. Again, my name is Jonathan Bryant, National Vice President here at Super Patch. Yes, I am responsible essentially for launching the U.S. market. I have been here for a little over a year and a half. Our team has grown to almost 20,000 associates strong in the U.S., Canada, all over coast to coast and globally. We are launched in 34 different countries. We just launched Mexico. So if you know people in Mexico, we are fully open, legally registered and open in Mexico as well, and Canada. For all my friends that are up there on the East Coast, New York, of course, it's just a hop, skip, and a jump. We had some incredible leaders come in from Halifax, Nova Scotia this weekend in Dallas. And man, just to continue to get plugged in with like-minded individuals who see the power of what we have in our hands with this technology is absolutely amazing. But what I want to talk to all of you about tonight, because Nina did such an amazing job covering the products and the benefits and of course the testimonies, but we all know in today's society that if we have a good positive experience or a testimony or a good service experience and we share it with other people, we have the opportunity to, in turn, in some cases, make a paycheck. How many of you would love to hear how simple it is to make some money here at Super Patch? Put a dollar sign or money signs in the chat for me right now. I'm going to break it down so simple, so easy that you're going to be like, this is crazy. I have never, ever, ever been a part of a network marketing company that allows you to make so much money so quickly by simply sharing your experience and your testimony with other like-minded individuals. Because here's the deal. I'm going to get your mindset right before we start talking about money real quick. Every single one of you that are on tonight's Zoom, I want you to understand that you are all professional network marketers. Did you know that? What? You may have never done network marketing before, but you are a professional network marketer. Let me explain why. Ladies, there's a couple of ladies on here tonight. Whenever you have a new outfit on and it's super cute, or you got a cute new bag and you got it from the boutique down the street that was having a 75% off sale, and your girlfriend asks, "Oh, where did you get that, girl? You be looking cute." You say, "Oh, I got it right down the street at Lala's boutique. It was 75% off." And guess what she does? She goes right down the street, she goes to the boutique, and she spends her hard-earned money on those clothes or that bag because of a word of mouth referral that you gave to her. The difference is Lala's boutique isn't going to send you a paycheck in the mail. Men, where's the best steakhouse in your town? I come to your town, I'm going to ask you because we have a relationship. Hey, where can I get the best steak in your town? And you're going to tell me to go to XYZ. Well, I'm going to go there and I'm going to spend my hard-earned money on that steak because of an experience that you've had. But that steakhouse isn't going to send you a paycheck because you sent me to go eat at that steakhouse. So that's it. That is all network marketing is simply sharing a positive experience with the product or service to other people, and in turn, helping people see success and earning a paycheck. So let's talk about what that looks like here at Super Patch. Now that you've heard a little bit of this information and you've heard how many patches that we have, I want you to do this right now. If you don't have a pen and piece of paper or you are driving, send a text message to yourself. But if you have a pen and piece of paper, I want you to do this right now. Because if you don't do this, you're going to wish that you did. I want you to right now write down 5 names of people that you know that you can help have a better quality of sleep, to help have better balance, stability, move better, that potentially has a little bit of stress, anxiety, that you could help that maybe needs to lose a little bit of weight, but be easy when you share it. Husbands, don't be going and telling your wives, I got this patch for you so that you can lose some weight. She might hit you upside the head and put a kick it and a peace patch on you after that. I know that all of you know at least 5 people that could benefit from these patches, from this technology. Write down those names right now. Perfect. Everybody's got it. That is how simple and easy this business is. Now, here's the crazy part. Here's the crazy part. Out of those 5 names that you just wrote down, they all can benefit from more than just one patch. Every single one of them. So they're going to be like, oh my gosh, man, this rim patch worked so good for me. What else do you have? Oh my gosh, I have more balance, stability, and I feel better. And my range of mobility is so much better. What else do you have? Oh, well, we've got 12 other patches, 12 other pieces of technology that can help you. So whenever it comes to earning a paycheck, it is simple. The more people you help, the more people you patch, the more money you're going to make. So I'm going to share my screen with you guys real quick, and we're going to run through some slides of what that looks like for us here at Super Patch, because I'm a very visual person, like a lot of people that are on here tonight. So let's bring this up. I'm like Fast Feed Jerry. I'm not very technology sound every once in a while. So can everybody see my screen? Give me a thumbs up if you can see it. All right, so we're going to run through this pretty quickly. So whenever you first get started in Super Patch, whenever you join this incredible movement and our team, the first thing that you're going to do is you're going to have a Linktree link sent to you. Why? Because all of the questions, all of the information, that 5-minute video, the comp plan video, all of the questions about the patches and which one does what and what combination and what you should be talking to your prospects about is all in this one-stop shop link. We have created a simple system for you to be able to create duplication and success. The second thing that we do is we welcome you with open arms to this community and culture and this team and this family, and we make sure that we get you plugged in to an upline leadership and say, welcome to the team and to the family. What are your goals? So we can make sure and map it out and put you on the right roadmap to success. Here's the Linktree link. Here's all the information that you could possibly want on the patches, on the company, on the comp plan. Everything is right here. Our testimony group, everything is in a one-stop shop link. Make sure you are not sleeping on this link. It is crucial to your success. So I'm going to fast forward and I'm going to tell you and hit the key highlight points about what we do here at Super Patch. So first of all, whenever you come in, there's different packages that you can order. And we're going to talk about that. We'll go through the comp plan a little bit, but we have a 15-minute video that explains it more in depth. So I want to get to the packs so that you understand everything that comes in these packages and the most beneficial pack that we have here at Super Patch. So we love the Flex 40. You'll see it right here. It's the last one there. It is $12.99. It is the kit that Willie came in on. It's the kit that Nina orders about 3 or 4 times a month. It's the kit that Jerry gets. Why? Because you are able to pick and choose all of your patches. All 40 months supply of patches. Why do I need 40 packs? Because I promise you, you're going to want to try every single patch for you, for your family. You want to have enough to be able to give and gift and to sample out to other people for them to be able to experience. What people do, the biggest mistake that they make when they first get started is they come in and they don't have enough product on hand and then they run out. Unfortunately, just like what Fast Feet Jerry just said, that his product got stolen. That's horrible. And now they're out of product, out of this technology, and the results have stopped, if you will, because they found something that works and they can't get the patches in quick enough. I know that he's like, if I could overnight them, I would overnight them in order to get here to continue to see the results that they were having. Priceless. Absolutely priceless. So the Flex 40 pack, and the reason why I'm showing you this is because you also need to understand how to make your initial investment back as quickly as possible. At the end of the day, this is a business. We want you to treat it as a business. So when you come in on the $12.99 Flex 40 pack, again, you're able to choose all 40 packs of patches. You're able to communicate to all of the people that are joining you in this business, and then in turn, look at the commissions that you're making off of each associate. Remember those 5 people that you wrote down that join you. You make back your initial investment back extremely quickly. And during the month of November, we have so many promotions out there that it's the easiest way for you guys to see success and to win. And we had those promotions in October. Who knows? We may have them in December. I know that this is being recorded for future playback. So if you're watching this video and it's a replay, understand that right now, what we're doing in November is unprecedented. You want to join. Why? Because you can sign up as an associate for $1, buy the Flex 40 kit, sign up 3 people on your team, and you're going to be making over $1,500. Over $1,500 with 3 people signed up on your team. How many of you would love to have an extra $1,500 to $3,000 before Christmas? Let me see some hearts in the chat. By simply signing up 3 to 5 people in your business, that is a possibility for you this month of November. Again, there's a promo. It says October promo, but we're running the same promotions for the month of November as well. In fact, we even sweeten the deal. And if you sign up 5 associates on the Flex 40 pack, you make $1,000. You sign up 15 on the Flex 40 kit, you make a $15,000 bonus. Don't believe me? Ask Willie Morris because he's done it. Don't believe me? Ask Nina Moore because she's done it. She did it by the 15th of this month and she earned an additional $15,000 bonus. Absolutely incredible. And I know it's a huge blessing for her and for her family. So, more importantly, when we talked about the steps, right? We talked about structure and we talked about a roadmap to success. We have everything that you need in this Linktree link. All the slides that are right here that you guys can go back and review at any point in time is all in that Linktree link, including this prospect tracker. The 5 names that you wrote down need to be on this tracker to where you can track when you reached out to them, what they said, and of course, make sure you get them plugged in with an upline leader. So we've broken it down and even went as far as showing you the roadmaps of the amount of income that you can make off of each kit whenever you sign people up at certain kits. So we're going to fast forward or slide over to, of course, the Flex 40 kit. Right there, when you come in on the Flex 40 kit, this is not including the promotions, this is just a base, and you sign up 3 people, 194.85, 194.85, 194.85, you earn a hat trick bonus of $200. You earn a driver bonus of $200. And then you simply help your 3 get their 3. You already wrote down a list of 5. And you simply ask your 3 that sign up, who do you know that could benefit from these incredible patches and this technology, and make them give you a list of 5 names, just like what we did tonight, and watch how quickly your business will duplicate. More importantly, this does not include the promotions of the extra added income that you can make during the month of November. So, ladies and gentlemen, it is that simple. It is that easy. We don't overcomplicate it. We don't overthink it. We simply patch people, have them have a positive experience, create that testimony, and then we ask them a simple question. Who do you know that could benefit from the experience that you just had? And watch what happens. It really and truly is that simple. Here's the October promos that we have moved into November. $1 membership to join. You also earn a $500 Superstart promotion when coming in on a Flex 40 pack this month as well and signing up 3 other associates on a Flex 40 pack. You make an additional $500 bonus. So remember when I told you the $1,500 that you could earn by simply enrolling 3 people? Here it is right here. I'm a very visual person as well. I love numbers. I need to see where I'm going for my roadmap to success. And I know a lot of you that are on the Zoom watching this tonight feel the exact same way. So simply come in on a $12.99 pack, help your 3 associates and business partners, brand ambassadors do the exact same thing, and you will earn level 1 enroller bonus of $585, a rank advancement team leader of $100 bonus, hat trick bonus $200, super start bonus $500, and a driver bonus of $200 for a total of $1,585 with 3 business partners on your team. I don't know of any other network marketing companies that pays out so heavily on the front end at the beginning for you to be able to make back your initial investment, and everything else from here on out is pure profit. But here's the crazy part. Hear me out. That doesn't include retail sales, cash money from you sampling out your patches to other people from a retail standpoint because they want to try these incredible pieces of technology. That doesn't include retail sales. So on behalf of myself, on behalf of Willie Morris, on behalf of Fast Feet Jerry, and of course Nina Moore, welcome to the team. We're so excited that you took the time and opportunity to jump on tonight to find out more information about what we're doing. I know at the end of the day, it's all about information. You just needed a little bit more information to make that educated decision for you and for your family. But there's one thing that I want to end on, and I want you to understand this. What you have been doing, or what your family members have been doing from a health and wealth standpoint, hasn't been working. So why not do yourself a favor and allow yourself the opportunity to try something different. You never know what it could do for you. You never know what it could do for your family unless you take that jump. Fast Feet Jerry, I'm going to take it back to you, sir, and let me know if you guys have any questions.
All right, so I'm clapping there nice and loud. Put some claps there in the chat there, some hearts, because that was totally awesome, as I told my students. Jonathan, I want to thank you, and Nina Moore, I did not lie. Now, I do have a question. Is it possible to answer a few questions? I'll take 3 questions if you guys have any, and if either for myself or Jonathan himself. And if you don't have any, that's fine too. Because when it comes down to it, I know that this is chock full of information. Sometimes it's overwhelming, but I can tell you this much. This is being recorded, so we can do a recap of this. However, I am available here anytime you want. And let me say this, Willie Morris is in the trip 5 hours. And that's the reason he wasn't here, because the guys know the reason most of you are here because of Willie Morris. I must say that he's a real deal, true leader. And at least you guys know that. Alma, how you doing, Alma? Nice to see you. You finally got some sleep, huh? Alma's nonstop. She's going for that.
Hi, Jerry.
Yes.
Yeah, we just came from church. We just came from church. Yeah, I was truly excited about Super Pats. I've given some patches to our brethren at church. And sorry. Yeah.
Alma's passive aggressive. I'm telling you right now, because she's going for that 15. She's no joke. Just so you guys know.
Yeah. Yeah, well, thank you so much. Yeah, we are working with our team. Thank you very much, Jerry, for your help.
Wonderful.
Thank you, Mr. Jonathan and Nina. Yeah, I look forward to meeting you with our team here in February. Yes.
So Alma's a leader. She's a Filipina, as they say, and she literally is bringing in a whole bunch of nurses. Yesterday, she was so excited putting up some Christmas things that she put on some boosters. She was nonstop. Oh my God. She finally took a break after about, I think, 2 days of lack of sleeping. I want, if it's possible, Dr. Anthony, I'm your #1 fan, sir. I'm your #1 fan. Can you please just share some of your experience? Because this guy here, to me, he could not, honey, can you get me that from the floor? He couldn't even move.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, I apologize. Do that again. Can't hear you one more time. There you go.
Okay, we good?
Yes, sir.
Outstanding, outstanding. Guys, 28 years military service. No, 22. But I suffer with a lot of back pains. I've been suffering with back pains, joints for over 23 years. It's gotten to the point I have like number of surgeries, three surgeries, 1 foot surgery, two back surgeries, and I just completed 2 neck surgeries about 6 weeks ago. But I was in a lot of pain. I was in agony, a lot of sciatic nerve issues. And I've just been looking for an opportunity for something about it that showed me the light of something I can get this pain out of me. Because nothing works, be honest with you. So, of course, Willie Morris gave me a call and said, hey, you want to try something? And I'll take a look. And I said, oh, come on, man. I tried everything else. What else you got for me? He said, okay. And, of course, my brother right here talked to me as well. And I got my package on November 2nd, which is that Sunday morning, right after church service. I'm in a walker. I'm having very bad sciatic nerve. I classify as a 15 out of 10. And when you get to the point you can't walk and you can't stand to stand up and you can't stand and your attitude's bad because you're in agony. And I couldn't do anything. I got a frozen shoulder. I got neck issues. So my wife put the patch on me. I stood. It was like I had to push myself to stand up on my walker. And the VA doesn't give you a walker for anything. So I finally stood up. I said, honey, put the camera on me. I want people to see live what's going on with me. She put the patches on me. And about 5 minutes, less than 5 minutes later, I was able to stand up. And I said, it's got to be a joke. There's got to be a trick. It can't no way it worked. It worked. I pushed my walker away from me. I said, I'm going to do some testing. I'm going to raise my arm. I raised my right arm, my left arm. I said, if I can put my hand behind my back and I can parade refs, I'm back. I put my arm behind my back. I can put my arm behind my head. I couldn't do that at first. I can walk. I did a mile walk with my wife about a week ago, and I'm attending mass again. I'm attending church, and I don't use my cane. I walk in there, the pastor see me, my fellow brothers see me without my cane. And I've been walking with a cane for over 20 years. So my balance was off. So I'm here to tell you, I have to be in this. I signed up, my wife signed up first, and I signed up right behind her. We got something here extraordinary that's beyond belief. I mean, it's beyond my understanding, but it works. That's all I can tell you guys. But I just want to thank you for having me. I appreciate it. This product works. There's a science to it. I'm a believer in it, and I'm telling everybody.
Incredible. That's incredible, Dr. Antonio.
Thank you. Thank you.
And this is not one of the rare occasions. It's nonstop. As we've been told, you can't make believe you can't unseen what you've seen. And you know how good or how bad you feel, and you can't make believe that either, unless you choose to. But that's on you. But I suggest you don't. Nina Mora, I am your #1 fan, and I need for you to give me a little clothing here. What do you think so far? Because you are nonstop, girl. I love it.
You know, I say it every day. I can't unsee what I see. I can't unhear what I hear, but I also can't unknow what I know. I can't know that there's a better way and not share that. My humanity won't allow me to know that I have a device, that if I put this device on you, you're going to walk. My humanity won't let me know beyond my beliefs, my religious beliefs, my Christian beliefs. I'm talking about just as a human being. How could I know as a human being that you got anxiety and I have this device called peace, that if I give you this peace patch, and I believe in prayer, I'm a woman of faith, so I pray and I patch. I pray and I patch. I'm not taking nothing away from the power of God. I'm not taking anything away from the power of healing and faith and all of those things. But faith without works is dead. So I'm working with a device that once we put this device on your body, literally change. I watch it. Now, does it mean that everybody's going to have instant change? No, because everybody's body processes pain different. That everybody's body, that's the reason why people are still on medication for 20 years, 30 years. If medicines were healing people, they wouldn't need a refill on their prescriptions. But now we got a better way, and it took 5 generations to get people drug dependent. We know it's going to take 5 generations to get people non-drug dependent. But what I'm excited about right now is, for the first time in a long time, I don't have to separate business from faith. That I call this my patch ministry. I'm excited right now that I can have fun, help people, and make money all at the same time. You know, it used to be, well, one or the other. We got to do this for the people that like to have fun, and then we got to do this for the people that want to help people, and then we got to do this for the people that want to make money. But now, because we've got a drug-free solution with a product that's revolutionary, no more teas, no more coffees, which literally, when you think about it, shakes, potions, lotions, pills, all of those things, it's a race to the bottom. All people are doing is white labeling their products, right, Alma? Sticking another label on it, charging $5 less, and then everybody's racing to the bottom. It's not a race to the top. But what about the fact that now, Jerry, now Dr. Antonio, now Alma, now Jonathan, now Jackie, now Rudy, now Sony, now Brenda, now Issa, now we have a lane of our own. It's not even crowded. We've got a lane of our own. And to know that we are on the brink of something so big, we're not even in momentum yet. So imagine, Dr. Antonio, once we get to momentum, we're not viral yet. We're not in momentum yet, but I am watching people in 5 months' time get to their 5th month and making $30,000, $40,000, and $50,000 a month. I know what's happening here because we have a device that a baby could wear and my 96-year-old grandma could wear. We have a device that everybody in the world benefits, which gives us what's called a wide span of customer base, because everybody can use our product, right? Not only that, and I'm going to say this and I promise I'm going to be done, but see, I get excited, right? We have what's called global intellectual property. No one can duplicate this patch. And if they do, they'll face jail time and a $250,000 fine for every patch. So the widest market share in any MLM company. And this, honestly, ladies and gentlemen, this doesn't feel like network marketing. I'm putting a device on somebody and they walk. This is not network marketing. This is something else. I don't even know what you want to call it. I know what I call it. But all I know is that we're in front of something so big. And this team, under the leadership of Jonathan Bryant, this team, under the leadership of Stanisha Graham, this team, under myself and Stephen White and Willie Morris and Jerry Fastfeed, all of the leaders that are on the call, this team, we will dominate the stage in Vegas. So this is the reason why you want to be on this team. We're the fastest moving team in the entire country. We break records every single month. So success leaves clues. Success leaves clues. And I would hate for you to be the person 6 months from now that says, I was on that call. I was on that call. I should have done it. Don't let your skepticism allow you to miss out on the opportunity of a lifetime, because opportunities of lifetime, they don't always come around. But when they do, it is our job to seize the opportunity in the season of its lifetime. We're going to say welcome to the team. Welcome to Super Patch. We can't wait for you to get started. The $12.99 pack is the way to go. 40 packs, you customize that. You will not have those patches long, because when people see the results, all we simply do here is we patch, we post, we share, we care. And if you care about people, if you're a human being with a heart for humanity, then you can't hear what you hear here, see what you see, and now not want to go share this with the world. I'll send it back to you, Jerry. Good night and God bless you all. We have another call tomorrow night. Give them the link. Bring your people tomorrow night at 8 o'clock. We're going to have a party again tomorrow night at 8.
Thank you, thank you, thank you again. So, hey, that's a mic drop right there, guys. You're in the WhatsApp group. We'll put the link inside there. I want to thank you all for coming. I apologize if we were a little long-winded, but we can't help it. When you're excited, you got to get the information out, and that's really what comes down to. There's so many people, so realistically, what I can say is on behalf of Willie Morris and what would be, unless you're trying to ask a question, are you asking a question, Nimbus, or are you just waving? Wait, I think that's a question. Let's see. It might be a question. Unmute yourself. Okay, I can see. You got to unmute yourself. Let's see.
Mary, do you have a question?
I had a question.
Okay.
This is
Wait,
Mary. She's a nurse supervisor, my friend from Southern California.
I know I'm trying to unmute her, but is that Issa who has a question? You could wait. Who was it?
Yes. Yes.
Okay,
I
Issa,
did have a
ask your
question.
question, and I'll figure out. Mary's ready, but you ask the question, Issa. What is it, Miss?
The patch that the doctor wore for his
That's a
mobility.
question
Which one
for
was
you.
that?
Okay, so
I've been in-
Mary, give me 1 second, Mary. Give me 1 second. A question for Dr. Antonio. So I'm gonna unmute you real quick.
And I had
should I
another
ask to unmute?
follow-up question after that one.
Okay, no problem. Dr. Antonio, can you please let us know what other patches that
Want
you're
to answer
using?
that question, huh?
What patch was it
It was
that you
a-
used?
It was a freedom patch.
Freedom,
The freedom patch.
liberty, victory, and defend.
Liberty,
Okay.
victory,
Defend.
defend.
The first one that you
Yeah.
put on that got you walking in 5 minutes.
Liberty.
What patch was
Liberty.
that? Liberty?
Mhm.
Okay, now
She knows she put it on me.
the
Thank you.
question that I have is I have a residual I have a brachial plexus nerve injury and it affects the mobility of my left arm. However, I have other pains. So I was just interested in, I know it's it's the neurons on your skin and how that works and everything, but I was just very curious to know how that would actually I see a lot of them that could basically benefit some of the things that I'm going through. But I was just wondering how would you start? I missed the part where you said you can build on them, like you can put them on and build on them.
Yeah.
So you said to start with which patch, and you guys don't have like a sample pack, like or anything like that.
So we don't sell a sample pack like in the back office or through the website, but whomever invited you here could
Okay.
perhaps sell you a sample pack. However, for you, I would strongly suggest that I call it my Fab 5, which is the same Fab 5 that you just heard Dr. Antonio wear. So you always start with Liberty, that's your baseline, okay? And then you're going to wear Victory, Defend, and Peace. And freedom along with that. So it's liberty, victory, freedom, defend, and peace.
So your
And
base is always the one with the rim with the RMR. You always have to have that in there as well. No,
Liberty. Liberty is your base.
which okay, what does Liberty do? Because
Stability,
listen,
mobility.
like, you can't see until you go into the description what each individual name is. They have it for what the ailment is, but not until you go into it. Like if I go into stress, it'll tell me what it is for stress.
Well, if you actually click on each patch, it'll describe each patch.
But
as
before
well.
I can get to the patch, it gives me what the symptom is. So it'll say anxiety, it'll say stress, it'll say anxiety or stress. I know if I go and I say, oh, it's joy. You know what I mean? I can see what that is. So
Right. So you're gonna wear 5 patches.
Okay.
Hear what I'm saying. Liberty.
I'm listening to that. I'm
Yep.
listening.
Liberty, victory, freedom, defend, and peace. Those are the 5 patches you need to wear
Okay. And you wear them every day.
every day. And then you'll start to notice that there will be some days that you may not need them all. You may not need freedom. You're going to wake up some days and not really be in pain. So if you're not in pain, you don't really have to put it on. But you
said
do in the
cycle
beginning
is a 24-hour cycle.
or until they fall off. Remember I said wear them until they fall off.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. No, I'm
Okay.
I'm very interested. I'm so
Yes.
glad my sister called me on this one. I'm very interested.
They're
Because
amazing.
I'm not on any kind of drug or anything like that. So everything I do is either physical or natural to talk to the neurons in my body because it's up here and then through the body. So nerves is your brain and with everything else. But okay. Thank you
Thank you
guys
for
for even
asking.
answering my questions. I appreciate that.
You're very welcome. Thank you. Okay, Mary, here, come on.
Wanted to add one thing. I'm 70 years old now,
70
and
is
my
young.
body, started to give out. I'm using a walker like Dr. Antonio, and I've been to doctors. I have to have neck surgery and back surgery. And all they do is say, "Oh, you're 70, you're getting old. Just deal with it." And it's so frustrating. I mean, I was a flight nurse. I've been in Alaska working. I have horses. And I get so frustrated. This is your golden years, not your rusty years. And if these things work, I'm going to be one of your biggest. All they keep doing is throwing more Percocet at me. I can't even walk. I can barely take a shower now. You get so depressed and so upset. So if this works, it'll be a miracle.
Well,
And
like
that's
they say,
one of the biggest sellers. I spent my whole life helping people, and I still have that desire, but I need to help myself now too. And so if this stuff works, I'll be one of your biggest sellers.
well, I believe that it will, because that's what's happening consistently, regardless of who you are. It's just a matter of time before you get your patches, and you will be given a different testimonial. But thank you for sharing. Guys, on that note, I'm going to have to end this because I'm in trouble. It was supposed to be about an hour, and I apologize because we get excited, like I said. So at that note, God bless you.
I'll call
Best
you,
wishes.
Mary. I'll call you.
We will do, this is being recorded, so you guys have access to it. Thank you very much. Buenas noches from the Boogie Down Bronx. Yes, sir.
Thank you. Yeah.
Take care.
Thank you. Thank you. God bless.
Brunasky, is that Brunasky right there? Yes, sir. Yeah.
Oh.
And I'm eventually going to learn how to close this thing up, too. You don't have to be that smart.
I know that's right. I'm out.
All right. Thank you. Hey, honey. Oh, my God. I'm trying to close the meeting, and I can't. Let's see here. Recording. It's crazy. Naomi. Arlene. How you doing, Arlene?
Hello, Jerry. How are you?
Doing wonderful.
Hi, everybody.
All right. I just need someone who's going to tell me how to close this thing here. I don't understand this. Oh, my God. Oh, here it is. Okay, I was first in the ending it. Thank you.